Leader of the opposition Aubrey Norton during a sideline interview with Nightly News following Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's inaugural address to the National Assembly lauded the politician for his articulations regarding climate resilience, where small island developing states known as SIDs were referenced. Norton, however, stressed the importance of including low-lying developing states like Guyana, to which he brought to Prime Minister Modi's attention during conversations.
And so I made that point to him and asked him to ensure that India plays a role in changing the focus solely from small island states to small island states and low-lying developing countries. I believe as a country, you have to articulate your interests. And to the extent that I am not hearing about low-lying developing countries like Guyana, for me, the government isn't articulating our interests in the way it should.
One of the issues CARICOM has identified as critically important relates to vulnerabilities of small island developing states, known as SIDs. SIDs are a group of developing countries, including CARICOM states, which tend to share similar sustainable development challenges. These include small but growing populations, limited resources, remoteness, susceptibility to natural disasters, vulnerability to external shocks, excessive dependence on international trade, and fragile environments. Mr. Norton posits that Guyana is historically below sea level, and it is important that the country's river and sea defenses be enhanced in event of flooding. The opposition leader reasoned that this is where the country's policy on risk and disaster management comes into play.
Unless we can articulate it so people understand it's a security risk, understand that it involves large expenditure, so that when we are negotiating internationally, people cater for not only small island states in this climate change thing, but also low-lying coastal
Norton
states.
reminded that the country is susceptible to floods and ideas, such as moving the country from the coast to the highlands, and should be areas of discussions with the government of India.
With rising tide, Ghana has to shift from the coast to the highlands. And if you articulate it in that way, then what will happen is the world will recognize that you're not only there waiting on the sea to come, you will also be taking policy and programmatic measures to ensure you can shift much of Ghana population to the highlands so that you reduce the vulnerability to climate change and sea level rise.
Antonio Day reporting for the HEP Nightly News.